What's up, everybody? Part 2 of the Night Crew Does Montana. Here's Josh, Shaky Magoo on that first one. Really, we're excited for what Josh was going to do at this meet. This was his opener. Somehow there he got called on depth. Disagreed with that call. So on the second one here, what happens is, and this happens to a lot of people, we talked about it on the podcast actually, you're overthinking shit, right? Because now you're worried about depth. So what happens here is he's thinking so hard about his depth that he kind of falls over backwards, I believe, or pitches forward, one or the other, right? Kind of loses it in the bottom because he's thinking, shit, I got to get deeper, shit, I got to get deeper. And then he ends up kind of falling over backwards at the top, right? So there it is. So now he's down 0-2, and we knew he could do this, right? He's done this in briefs and raps before, like he can do this. So I said, dude, you just have to do it. They slammed the hooks out on him, which pissed me off, but he was able to stay very composed. It looked like the first one to me, but on this one he got it, right? So, great job by Josh staying in the meet there. He was stoked, and that was awesome. So now on to bench. His best bench is 413. So he opened with 429 in a new shirt. He's been blasting this weight in the gym. Absolute smoke show. Last year, he took a little nap on the bench. And he's had problems with that. So, really stoked that he was able to get one in. So then we jumped to 460 whatever, or 70 whatever. Has a little bit of problem at the top, but was able to finish, right? So then we're just like, fuck it, give it to him. He wants a 500-pound bench. He's going to get a 500-pound bench. So Val jacked his shirt, and he's so good when you give him a little more shirt. He's still so patient and just absolutely obliterates this thing. We lost our minds. It was unreal. So super excited for Josh. Super, super excited for him. An incredible job. We're super fucking proud of that one. That's a big one. So now he needed, I believe it was, I forget what the number was, but he wanted a 2,000-pound total. So we figured out what he needed for the 2,000-pound total, and we took it on a second. So he went 694. Now this is not a locked deadlift. I mean, like, he could have missed this. His best ever is only 705. So pulled 694, looked fucking great. Look at that shit. Unreal. So that gave him the 2K that he wanted. And then we went to 710 for an all-time PR for him. And you know what? Josh is just going to be a great lifter. I think he's well on his way. It's just a matter of time now, right? Just a matter of time. Unbelievable job. Great composure. And one of the best fist pumps in the league right there. I want to shake your hand. We were very, very excited for him. So, yeah, that was awesome. On to Corey. Corey's first ever traveling outside of the state meet. First ever nationals, and he's doing it in multiply. Let's fucking go. So here's the opener. Opened, I think, roughly the same as Josh. Sunk that first one. Great job. Corey was having some stomach issues going into the meet, and we were kind of worried about his body weight, but he was able to pull that together and and did just fine. So on to the second attempt, 870. This would be a 35-pound PR for Corey. So he takes 870. Great pick. And kind kind of just loses it in the bottom. Shifts a little bit, then gets in front of him. So we just take that again, no big deal. And he was able to get this lift, which takes a lot for people who haven't missed the lift, then come back and got it. It takes a lot of, I don't know, take some balls, but also you can't just go like full idiot. You have to, it takes balls and the technical ability to know that you know how to do this, right? So great fucking pick. Great patience letting it settle. Awesome job staying with it to the hole. Dunks it. And then fights for it at the top. Hangs on to it. Now he's been having problems passing out. All that shit. He was able to hang on to it there. And we were very, very excited. Obviously, he was excited too. I love Corey's fire. He wants it really bad. And so I love seeing stuff like that. So on the bench, here's his opener. I think his best bench up to this point was only 435, but that was just because he was sick and dealing with some health issues. So we knew he was going to blow up a big PR, but he really wanted to go over 5. That was the goal. Great patience here. Blast it, no problem. In the meet. Now we can start to have some fun, right? As soon as you get that first bench in and a multiply meet, you kind of take a sigh of relief. So we go 485. Now we knew he needed, we were talking about it, if he could bench 512, he could still go 2100, which was kind of like the loose goal. So, or 2100, I'm sorry. So that was kind of the loose goal. So we took 485 to just sort of like pad the total. And he does a great job here. Slowed down a little bit at the top, but we're like, okay, let's make that almost 30-pound jump. I think it was like a 27-pound jump or whatever to 512. This was the bench he needed to get the total that he wanted. And we were very confident he'd get it. So he ends up getting this lift, and again, Corey has really become a student of the game. I think his background in military, law enforcement type stuff really helps him just accept the process for what it is. I know he fights it a little bit. He wants things a little faster. Look at that. Blasts it. Unreal. We were so excited for that. So good. Probably had another 30 pounds in him. So I think he really trusts the process, and he's good at like battling his own like inner ego, you know, because he wants more, and I respect that. I love that about him, and he does a good job of sort of backing that off a little bit and understanding that this shit takes time. So we went 680 whatever. His best pull in multiply is 699. He's pulled 7, I think, raw in the past. But his deadlift looked fucking awesome recently. So we're like, okay, let's just go to 722. That'll give you the 2100. He pulls this, and then his last pull, he gets this. So this locked in the 21, I think it's like 2102 or something like that. Great pull, looked awesome. And we're like, let's fucking swing on the last one, dude. Fuck this. Like, let's go for it. So we go to, I asked him what he wanted. He said, I want to win. And at that point, he had basically already won. So we went 755. It doesn't get much closer than this. So he said when he got it to his knees, he started going out, and he thought to himself, I guess we're pulling this one in the dark. So tons of respect for Corey on this day. He ended up winning the meet. And it's just, look at this. Look at how close this is. It's like, oh my God, it's going to go. Oh my God, it's going to go. And then he's out on his feet. So unbelievable. Yeah, just the fight in him. So we were really, really pleased with how the day went. He had a great attitude about it. Josh is great, 2,000 pound total. First time going over 2K. Corey went 2,100. That's a first 2,100 pound total in the group. So fucking proud of these guys. These two have kind of taken on that role like big dogs. So happy for that. I know Sean is waiting for his turn coming up here soon. So here's them getting their awards. and then a little bit of chalk talk in the gym afterwards. So thanks for hanging out, guys, and we'll see you next time. All right. Nationals recap. Now, I know everyone who's watching this video thought that last fucking video before Nationals was planned and scripted. And on my dead dog, it was not.
Oh my God.
I know. Yeah, I'm putting it out there. Still sad about it. Don't hold up two of me. Both dead dogs. Both of them. In case trauma.
Super afraid our other one's gonna die.
Everyone's also scared of the third one dying for no reason. Have to joke about it.
Was that funny?
Every day. So, this is the content you pay for. So Nationals this weekend, Montana. Everybody did awesome. Everybody totaled their PR, or totaled their PR their total. Everyone, Corey went 3 for 3 on PRs. So did Spandy, Josh 2 for 3, and then the total. Let's not do full for everyone, but favorite lift for you. Favorite lift that you lifted, favorite lift you saw.
Ooh, okay. Favorite lift I saw was definitely Josh's third squat. That was the sickest thing ever.
Hype as fuck.
Mine was probably my squat, my 870.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. Felt good.
Sick. Spandy.
My 500-pound squat was my favorite lift. Got 2 favorite lifts I saw was Josh's third squat and then Corey's third deadlift.
Oh,
I almost said that.
Dang. The pass out. We pulling this one in the dark.
That's right.
My favorite lift was definitely my third squat. And favorite lift I saw was definitely Spandy's 500 and Corey's 870 were both sick.
Was there anyone outside of the group that you thought was like a sick lift? That
Brady's
Brady's benches and his third squat.
Yeah,
His
that
third
was
squat
all
was
sick too.
Because me and
Watching
him,
his third like Randy had a day too.
Yeah.
His third deadlift was fucking cool.
me and
Yeah.
him both being down 0-2.
Yeah.
And then both getting it was
Yeah, sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was many people who didn't make it through, so that
Over
was
half
awesome.
of the flight bombed. Over half of the third flight bombed, and
I think it was half the multiply.
half of multiple. Yeah, it was
Geared
just it was a kind of a shit show.
Mm-hmm.
I would say. But I think that all these guys showed that they were professionals. No one got upset. No one threw anything. Everyone just accepted what they were called and handled business. I'm curious, now that you've gone through prep and you've gone through the meet and you've gone through the travel, what is a lesson that you've learned through the process of this meet? Because I feel like every time I compete, I learn something about myself or about how I need to train or what I need to do or a mindset or a positional thing. There's like something I figure out. Like, what did you learn through this prep and through this meet now that we're back home, even though it took 17 days for Spanny to fly home? So Corey, what did you learn from like the process of this meet being your first time traveling far
Yeah.
for a meet, first actual big meet,
Yeah.
right? And first meet where you were, first multiply meet where you're like healthy going
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing I learned in the gym was like how to kind of control myself, like as I approach the bar. Like I've gotten a little bit better. I need to continue to get better, but like my approach to lifting weights and everything is a lot different now than it was a year ago. And like keeping myself calm and focused and in that like flow state the whole time instead of just going nuts and losing my mind, I think has been very beneficial for me. And then like outside of the gym, I learned that I really hate that week before the meet where I'm not doing anything. I feel like a caged animal. Like I'm a very active person and like need to be doing something all the time to making progress and and like just sitting there and like waiting for it to happen drove me insane.
We could tell.
Yeah, I know. But then like, dude, morning of, like I woke up and it was like, that was all completely gone. Game time, ready to go. Like no nerve, didn't feel anything. So that was awesome to get through that. But yeah,
Okay.
definitely approach that.
The travel was the most unfun part of it. Like getting out there was insane. And like the stuff that I learned through prep was that like nothing outside of the gym should affect what goes on inside the gym. Where it's like, who gives a shit what you have going on at work or what you got going on at home? It's like once you step through those doors, it's like that's all that fucking matters.
Yeshua?
I kind of learned, it was kind of weird because I learned like definitely to be like confident in myself, like because I know I can. I mean, I only squatted 810 and I squatted like 3 weeks before the meet. I squatted 915 here, but at the same time it's like I was down 0-2 and there was a moment I was sitting there, I was like, did I really just travel across the country to bomb out again? And I was like, no, I'm gonna do this. Like I learned like basically I know I'm a good lifter and I can like I won't freak out if I'm down 0-2. Like I've been in that situation now 3 or 4 times in different ways. So it's like I don't know. I learned basically I added more confidence to myself basically, and like it felt really good to just like go out there and like PR my total and like get through nationals and just like do what I wanted to do.
Professional. Sean, you helped and you were there all day. You've been through prep. You watched it. No favorites, but there's going to be a favorite. So what was your favorite lift of the weekend?
Probably my favorite lift was Josh's first bench, really was, because I was really worried going into there, and I saw him get that, and then his 500-pound bench was also awesome to see.
Sick.
Yeah.
The first one.
But
The
then,
first one,
Clinched.
get one out of the way. Stay awake.
yeah. But then I also, my second favorite was probably Corey's third bench too, just flying. The boys' benches were flying. It was awesome to see.
Well, me from where I'm at, now, fuck y'all. My favorite lift was my boy Spandy over here taking 501 to the basement because I've seen him in here. You know, everybody has a tendency to like cut squats, they get heavy and all that. And we've all done it. Everybody does it, and it's gonna be there on meet day. And it actually was there because he had balls to hang on to it in the bottom and then hold it at the top, and that was just super impressive. I think overall everybody impressed me with just, you know, the level of professionalism in the group is fucking awesome. We got tons of compliments about how we all acted, and that fills me with an extreme amount of pride. And, you know, just wondering while we're here, what was your favorite lift that you saw?
Sorry, not to either of you guys, but Josh's 500-pound bench, because I had like a visible reaction to it because it just moves so fast, and you could just tell that he's worked so hard on his positioning in his bench, and just like I think coming back from nationals last year, I think like that's what he wanted, like as far as redemption wise, and it just was like beautiful, you know, and like you did everything right. You know,
Cut right here to our reactions.
you could tell that like your composure under the bar is just like compounded with every beat that you do.